The beautiful Rumassala mountain range is situated close to the city of Galle in the southern province. According to folklore, this is a piece of the medicinal mountain brought from India to Lanka by Hanuman in the Ramayana epic. However, another secret circulated among the fishermen of Galle. A mermaid dwelled in the deep sea just off the Rumassala coast. She was called the Rumassala Mermaid, and it was believed that anyone who saw her face never returned to shore. Sudipala, 45, a fisherman from the village of Megahawata, was an expert who had spent his entire life at sea. He believed the mermaid stories were nothing more than the weary illusions of tired fishermen. Siripala's elder son, Nalin, 22, had recently begun joining his father at sea. Nalin was a young man who believed in science and the modern world, often laughing at his father's rustic beliefs. It was a dark day in November. As usual, Siripala and Nalin pushed their orawa out of Galle harbor and went out to sea. The sea was quite rough. They began fishing just off the Rumassala mountain range. "Stop singing those old poems, father. The fish will swim away," Nalin exclaimed angrily, as Siripala hummed an old fisherman's sipada. "No, son. The sea is a mother. If she is not happy, we won't be blessed," Siripala replied, handing Nalin his cup of black tea. By evening, they had only caught a few fish in their nets. After sunset, the sea grew even darker. A dense fog enveloped the entire area. "Let's go back, father. This is strange." Nalin felt a sense of fear creep into his heart. "Let's go, son. It's not safe to navigate beyond here," Siripala said, starting the engine. Just then, a silver glimmer appeared in the waves a few meters from the orawa. "What is that?" Nalin asked. The silver color slowly began to rise. From the mist, the upper body of a beautiful woman emerged. Her hair was jet black and heavily soaked with seawater. Her face wore a look of melancholic smile. She began to sing slowly in a sweet voice, a language similar to Telugu. Nalin's eyes were fixed on her. "I can see her, father. She's so beautiful." He was losing consciousness. "Nalin, my son, that's the mermaid! Close your eyes!" Siripala shouted. He grabbed a small statue from the orawa and threw it into the water. The moment the statue hit the water, the mermaid vanished. Though Siripala was terrified, the image of the mermaid was permanently etched in Nalin's mind. The next day, Siripala spoke with the villagers about the incident. "Our lives were saved only by the grace of the Buddha," Siripala said, seeking permission from the monk at the Megahawata temple. "It's just your imagination, Siripala. You see things like that when you're exhausted at sea." Nalin scoffed at his father's story. "No, son, I saw her. She is definitely a she-demon. She's trying to trick us into going into the sea," Siripala insisted vehemently. Nevertheless, Nalin was troubled by another suspicion. He constantly recalled the mermaid's face. Her striking eyes and smile kept him awake all night. When Nalin slept, he constantly heard her singing. "I am sure she is not a mermaid. I need to talk to her." Nalin wanted it to be an experience, not a curse. Siripala strictly forbade Nalin from going out to the deep sea off the Rumassala coast. Siripala went to the village Kapua, exorcist priest, to have a saraya, talisman amulet, made for protection against the mermaid. On the night of the next Amavaka, new moon, while Sirapala was asleep, Nalin woke up 2 hours earlier. He heard the mermaid's sweet singing. He felt an intense compulsion to go to her. Nalin crept out of the house, silently went to the beach, and pushed the Oruwa out to sea. He paddled towards the deep waters of Rumassala. Nalin! A sound that seemed to be screaming his son's name woke Sirapala. He ran to the beach. Nalin's Oruwa was floating in the middle of the sea. From the middle of the ocean, Nalin could see her figure clearly. Her silver scales were brighter than sunlight. She came closer and closer to the Oruwa. "Come with me, Nalin. The world here is beautiful," she whispered. Nalin wanted to kiss her. Just as he prepared to step out of the boat, Sirapala frantically paddled his own Oruwa towards Nalin's. "Nalin, don't get out!" Sirapala yelled. Nalin saw Sirapala as an enemy who was interrupting him. He shouted back at Sirapala, "Don't bother me! I have to go!" Tapping the boat, the mermaid transformed into the form of a she-demon. Her face became grotesque, and her silver scales turned black. Her eyes turned red, and her smile became an evil grimace. "You have interrupted my prey," she screamed at Sirapala. Sirapala took the saraya in his hand and threw it into the sea. The instant the talisman hit the water, the she-demon mermaid shrieked in pain and was dragged down under the waves. Nalin regained consciousness. He was terrified. What did I do, Father?" he asked with tear-filled eyes. "Nalin, I knew she was a she-demon." "You need rest. You're exhausted," Sirapala said. Sirapala and Nalin returned to the village. Nalin told no one what had happened. He had grown tired of sea life. He went to the main city of Galle and found a different job. Sirapala had the saraya recharged before going back out to the deep waters of Rumassala. "She won't leave. She'll be back," Sirapala muttered, looking out at the distant ocean. On some nights, as Nalin falls asleep, he can still hear the mermaid's sweet singing coming from the waves. He feels her cold touch behind him. The battle between science and belief still rages in Nalin's mind. The mermaid of Rumassala still waits for her next victim.